Hey there, fellow seekers of wisdom. Today, we're diving into the timeless story of the book of Psalms, specifically chapter 80 for verses 1 to 12. In this beautiful chapter, we find a psalmist who's longing for God's presence. They're seeking refuge in the house of the Lord, yearning for the blessings that come with it. They're not just looking for a physical space, but a spiritual home where they can find peace, protection, and guidance. Psalm 84 in the King James Version expresses a deep longing for God's presence and a profound appreciation for His dwelling place. It can be interpreted in three main sections. 1. Yearning for God's presence, verses 1 to 4. Verse 1, the psalmist declares the beauty and loveliness of God's dwelling place, often referring to the temple in Jerusalem. Verse 2, his soul longs and even faints for the courts of the Lord, expressing an intense desire to be near God. Verse 3, he notes that even birds find a home and security near God's altars, highlighting the desire to find refuge in God's presence. Verse 4, he pronounces blessed those who dwell in God's house, praising Him continually, emphasizing the joy and privilege of constant fellowship with God. Point 2. Strength and blessing on the journey, verses 5 to 8. Verse 5. Blessed is the man whose strength is in God and whose heart is set on pilgrimage, suggesting a life lived for God's purposes and a longing for spiritual growth. Verse 6, even passing through the valley of Baca, possibly a metaphor for a difficult or sorrowful place, they transform it into a place of springs and refreshing, signifying God's ability to bring blessings even in hardships. Verse 7, they grow stronger as they journey, each appearing before God in Zion, Jerusalem, emphasizing the progressive nature of faith and eventual complete fellowship with God. Verse 8, the psalmist prays to God, acknowledging Him as the Lord God of hosts and God of Jacob, highlighting God's power and covenant faithfulness. Point 3, God as source of grace and glory, verses 9 to 12. Verse 9, he asks God to look upon their shield, possibly referring to a leader or protector, and upon His anointed one, seeking God's favor and protection. Verse 10, a day in God's courts is better than 1,000 anywhere else. He would rather be a humble servant in God's house than dwell among the wicked. Verse 11, the Lord God is a sun and shield, bestowing grace and glory, and withholding no good thing from those who walk uprightly. Verse 12, the psalm concludes with a declaration of blessing upon those who trust in the Lord, emphasizing the security and fulfillment found in placing faith in Him. In essence, Psalm 84 expresses a longing for God's presence, acknowledging His provision, protection. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the book of Psalms. If you enjoyed this vlog, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting and inspiring content. May God bless you and keep you in His love and grace. Thanks for sharing.